Sorry, I was trying to stifle a yawn. I just had to let it go. I didn't bring a beverage with me. How will I make it through an entire podcast? We could just get started for the one person that's there.
Hello, Hand. All right. Hello, Rosa Soceris. Beautiful people. That's usually Hannah Herb that says that. Hello, Al Bear. Hello, SDL. JWD. Hello, Angelique Boone. It means Mike Boone is somewhere very close behind you. Hello, Taylor Tapley. Hello, Hannah Herb. Beautiful people. You are not the first person on my screen, but that doesn't mean you're not the first person on your screen. Hello, Kyra. Hello, Mark, my man. Hello, Micah Joe. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Jennifer Shashevsky. Hello, Palm Bummable. Hello, Darla. Hello, Rachel Boren. Hello, Stronger and Wiser. There he is, my man, Mike Boone. Hello, Christy Bazemore. Charles, my man. Hello, ACNC12, Adrian, ALP_179. Hello, DR. Okay. Hello, Julie's Overalls. Ready to get this party started? We're running a little late tonight because of Kellie Rasberry.
That is not true.
Are you being misrepresented?
Being misrepresented. Alan decided to have a big old bowl of tuna fish.
Oh.
So as he's sitting there chomping on it, he's like, it's 10 minutes past 8. That wasn't me.
Is that fake Alan Evans?
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes past 8. Hello, Holly. Hello, Jewel. Whoa.
Well, what?
It's age, Hannah. That's what it is. Age.
What's age?
Age in almost 5 years of marriage.
What is age in almost 5 years of marriage?
Shit, I'm looking pretty gray.
I don't think
Look
that's
at
a bad
pictures.
thing.
Look at our engagement pictures. And then look at me now. It's like a president. You know, ever seen a president when he gets into office and then four years later?
Being married to me is as stressful as being the president of the United States.
Hello, Hector. What's up?
Being married to me probably isn't a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I like it. I love it. Taylor said your hair looks great.
Thanks. I've sweated in it, so I was trying to. Y'all, I had a horrible haircut.
Whoa.
I was so upset about it. I went to another lady to fix it.
Poppy.
And it did look cuter when I didn't walk 4 miles and sweat on it, but
Papa.
I have to play with it, but thank you.
Hannah, I like it when you call me Big Papa. Hello, A. Romo.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Alrighty, let me hydrate. I shall do a sound check and then I shall hit the record button.
All right, me too. I didn't get a beverage. Alan drinks. He's doing this to show off, and it's like nails on a chalkboard. Do. You're gonna make yourself throw up. Just showing off. It's gonna all come back up. You're gonna make yourself throw up. That is so gross. Listening to that. Ugh. All right. So gross.
Better make this a short podcast. I'm gonna have to pee in about 15 minutes.
There's nothing attractive about that. It's not.
I wasn't
cute.
trying to be
it's
attractive.
Not cute.
I wasn't trying to be attractive.
Testing 1, 2.
I was trying to hydrate.
Testing.
Sorry,
testing,
I'm a human
testing.
being and I'm 66% water.
You were doing that on purpose. You're showing off. Testing. Test.
Hugh Janus. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Hugh Janus. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Hugh Janus.
What are you pausing for?
What's the matter?
You pausing for effect?
What's the matter?
Just hit the go button.
See what I put up with?
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kellie Rasberry Evans, Mrs. Evans, if you're nasty. And this is my husband and podcast partner, Alan Evans.
And train in the house. Dun, dun, dun. I know something.
What?
that you don't know.
What is it?
Ho, 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 ho.
All right. Now you know what.
Bum. Friday is our anniversary.
It is. Yes.
5 years ago. Oh.
5.
Ho, 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 ho.
Now you'll know why that's the theme song of A Sandwiches of Lovin'. If y'all weren't aware, because he sings that whenever it's almost a birthday or an anniversary or Christmas.
Usually around the birth of baby Jesus.
Usually around Christmas,
Yeah.
yeah. But that became the theme song for A Sandwiches of Lovin', which has been on the streaming platforms just over 5 years. We started about a month before we got married
true.
5 years
That's
ago.
True.
But July 1st of 2017, 7117 was a day that shall live in infamy.
Yeah. Let's see. Today is we're recording on the 29th of June.
Right.
What were we doing a couple of days before our wedding?
Well, my family had come into town, my cousin Cindy and my friend Tommy Jean. And so everybody was like coming in, and Diana came in too, and my cousin Suzanne, and who else came in? My cousin Brooke and her best friend came in. So I was picking people up and hanging out with them. That's what I was doing a couple days before the wedding.
I can't remember what I was doing. Maybe I was pressing my shirt. I
don't
honestly,
know.
I can't remember.
Last minute things.
Probably last minute things.
The boys, getting suits for the boys was a bit of an ordeal, but man, Target, we scored at Target. They have suits for little boys if you're looking for them.
They?
And we had to go get bow ties for them and socks and tennis shoes. So it was little last minute things.
Little Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, last minute things is what we were doing. But yeah, it was a fun time. I've always said I would do that weekend all over again if we could afford it, because it was a fun party. It really was. So.
And the reason I sang that song is because I procured a 5-year anniversary. I procured 5-year anniversary gifts.
See, now
today.
I've got you a gift.
Oh, you got me a gift?
You were there when it got delivered. I
have no idea.
You don't know what it is, but it showed up on the doorstep and it was in a box. And I said, "That's your anniversary present." And I just put it in the corner. Oh, it's a gigantic box. Do you mind if I don't wrap it? It's a big box.
It's a big box, but is it bigger than Amy Wilkerson's box? Because
Amy Wilkerson's in a big box.
Oh,
but it is bigger than Amy Wilkerson's box.
Is it really?
Can I just put write a "I love you" on it or something and give it to you? It's really a big box.
I'll tell you what, when you write "I love you" on somebody's box and give it to them, I mean,
is that good enough?
It means a lot.
All right, that's what I'm going to do.
I think that means a lot.
That's what I'm going to do. I might even stick a bow on it.
Reason I bring up Amy Wilkerson in her box is because that's one thing we're going to do on this podcast is she sent us 2 gifts, and we like to open them live here on the podcast because you never know what you're going to get. No. It could be a fart machine.
She likes gags.
It could be something very sentimental and nice.
Highly doubtful.
You just never know what you're going to get.
Amy likes she and Alan are like on the same page when it comes to humor and
we
memes.
Speak the same language.
You speak meme.
Yes.
Anyway, maybe it's for our anniversary. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is something sentimental.
Well, she has a big box, and we're going to get into it.
Oh my goodness! And okay, see, he's doing that for Amy.
Doing what?
And everybody else.
I'm doing
has
what?
Lewd trains of thought.
What are you talking about?
Well, you've talked about her big box about 5 times. We get it. We get it. You don't have to hit people over the head with
I don't
your
know what
lewdity.
That means.
Your lewdness. Anyway.
She sent a box.
So also last podcast, I promised that I was going to talk about air travel advice from someone who works for an airline. And Alan told me before the podcast, nobody wants to hear that. I was like, well, I'm doing it anyway because I promised it.
Fake news. This is false misrepresentation.
Okay, well then
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I didn't say that at all.
What did you say then? We don't need to do that.
No, I said, we've got a lot of stuff tonight. And I said, what do you got? And you said, I'm
doing that airline stuff.
That airline stuff. And
I
was like, that airline stuff? I don't know what that means.
I've already told you that it's don't you try to act
Don't
innocent.
you try to act like I said don't do it because I didn't say that.
You said I've got so much other stuff we don't need to do that.
Kellie, Alan, I can't listen
I'm doing it.
I can't listen to this podcast anymore. I'm not. I won't.
Right.
I can't. Breaks my heart. 5 years ago, y'all came together. Now look at you.
Yeah, look at us.
Look at you. Bickering, arguing.
You clear your throat there?
Yeah, I feel better.
All right, listen. So I'm going to do my airline thing, and then we're going to open Amy's box. How big is her box, honey? Why don't you remind everybody
It's huge.
that we're going to dive into Amy's box?
It's huge.
Tell them.
Head first.
Yeah. Oh, hilarious. Are we ever going to make it through? I don't know. I have no idea if we'll make it through.
Head first.
But I do know this. This is the last podcast before we go on vacation. I'm going on a little vacation. Alan's going to stay behind because Emma, Kellie, and I are going to Florida. And I'm going to be on an airplane. And this is why I was, Sarah Reed Spencer sent me this link to this article talking about air travel.
Oh, man.
And, everybody's talking about the high gas prices right now. Everybody. My mama was even noting they did come down just a little bit ahead of the weekend, but it's still horrible. They said, but despite record prices at the pump, AAA expects it's not going to necessarily put the brakes on planned road trips for 4th of July, including air travel. AAA says nearly 48 million of us are going to still travel 50 miles or more from home over the holiday weekend. The vast majority, about 42 million, are going to drive. I think there's more than 6 million people flying over the 4th of July holiday. I think those numbers are a little skewed. But anyway, they said the numbers are close to what they saw before the pandemic. And that's why I think it's really helpful for what I'm about to share with you. So like I said, Sarah Reed Spencer sent this to me, and it's from a woman named Priscilla Sanchez. And she posted this on Facebook. It's like a blog. And I might read just a few, take a break, and we'll read the second half. But Alan, listen, this is really important.
Okay.
We're going to be flying together at the end of July.
We are?
The Kid Craddock Morning Show family vacation.
Nationally syndicated. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So Priscilla Sanchez said, read if you plan on flying soon.
Okay.
Also, do not come up to my counter if I didn't call you. And don't put your bag on the scale till I ask. We share the scales, and my coworker may need it before I do. Didn't write this, but yeah, all good tips. Read, please read. So she's a ticket counter. The rest of it she's sharing. She's just saying to show manners at the ticket
Okay,
counter.
so hold on. Just so I can level set, as they say sometimes. So when I go to an airport, I am the customer.
Right.
I have paid the airline to take me somewhere.
Right.
These people, employees.
This was the ticket count.
Yes, yes. Technically, they work for me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So
why don't you try approaching them with that attitude?
So
and see how that helps?
So what you're about to give me here are the rules that they have given me.
Helpful, Alan. You've already got your attitude on your shoulders, but listen to this.
Okay.
So she's the ticket counter lady. She said, look, don't come up to the counter unless I call you, because people all rush the counter and things like that. And don't put your bag on the scale until she asks, because they share it with the next flight. That's the only tip she has to offer. The rest of this, she copied and pasted from a flight attendant. I do not know for which airline, but the flight attendant wrote, flying this summer is rough. I feel like as a flight attendant, I should attempt to share some tips to get you through airline travel for the foreseeable future. Number one, things are not good. If it's less than 7 hours drive, I'm not kidding. There is nothing enjoyable about flying right now on any airline. If you must fly, then keep reading. So 7 hours or less, she says, to drive, Alan.
7 hours or less by car?
She said, if you're where you're heading is less than 7 hours or less by car, drive.
Just
don't
drive.
fly.
If it's over 7 hours by car, then fly.
Not worth it.
Okay. So recommendation from where we are, don't fly to Austin. Just drive. It's only 3 hours.
Right.
Okay.
To Galveston, you would drive.
From
to
here to
Nashville,
Miami, we'd fly.
How about New Orleans? I think New Orleans would be drivable. Anyway, number 2.
That's where my friend Gigi lives.
There you go. Number 2, download and use the app of the airline you are flying. You can do everything on it. Get your boarding pass, track your bags, see your incoming plane, and change a flight. It beats waiting in the long line to talk to an agent. Trust me. Usually these apps will tell you a flight is canceled before the crew even knows. So get the app.
Some
people are still showing up with those tickets they print when you can use it all on the app.
Yeah. American has that.
And they're trying to push. They're pushing people to use the app. They want people to use the app.
Yeah.
Number 3, fly much earlier, all caps, much earlier than you need to. A whole day early if it's important. This week, I saw many people miss important things like weddings, funerals, cruises, international connections and graduations. The tears were very real for very real reasons, and there was nothing I could do. If you have to be somewhere, spend the extra money, go a day early, have a glass of wine, stay in a hotel, enjoy your night, not being stressed while everyone else misses their events. This happened just at a friend's funeral, her brother's funeral. A man missed the funeral because his flight was so delayed. And it was like, and people are missing, like you said, very important events if you try to fly out the day of.
And what's causing this? Just not enough employees?
They're not having enough employees.
Pilots?
Yeah. And I'll keep reading because there's more.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I know we're talking. I'm not mad. Number 4, always fly the first flight in the morning so you can have all day to be rebooked if the S hits the fan. Yes, that means it might be a 3 o'clock alarm, but morning flights don't cancel nearly as often.
Okay.
Number 5, this is not unique to this year, but keep in mind summer is thunderstorm season. A single storm can shut down an entire airport. We cannot fly through them. Storms usually build as the day gets later. Book those early flights. So the storms, like when you go to Florida, those tropical places, that's when the storms pop up, is in the afternoons. So fly as early as you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good tip.
Okay.
Number 6, schedule long layovers. Your 1 hour layover is not enough anymore. 30 minutes, not a chance. 3 hours minimum, she recommends for a layover. Now, when I used to fly to Florence, I always have to connect through Charlotte. I used to be able to connect through Atlanta, but Delta canceled their flight there, so I have to fly American. And I would book like 45-minute connections and just run through the Charlotte airport.
Oh, you'd pull an OJ in the airport, huh?
But 90% of the time anymore, that's a little extreme. The flight to Florence gets canceled, and end up having to rent a car and drive in.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, what you see on the news is an understatement. We are short-staffed and overworked, not just pilots and flight attendants, but also ground crews. Without ground crews, there's no one to park the planes, drive jetways, get your bags on or off planes, or scan boarding passes. This causes many delays that snowball throughout the day, sometimes hours, another reason morning flights are best. Number 8, when flight crews get delayed, we time out. We cannot fly longer than 16 hours. It's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So it does not matter if you have a wedding to get to. When we are done, we are done.
Mm.
The way things are now, there are no backup crews. So when this happens, your flight cancels.
Mm.
Now you're starting to see why those morning flights are best.
Mm.
Number 9, avoid connecting in Newark or any New York airport for that matter.
It is no desire to go.
Well, that's
there.
like if you're flying overseas,
Oh.
you'd have to connect in a New York airport. She says it is literal hell.
Yeah, it is.
You have a 50-50 chance your flight will cancel or you are missing your connection. They have been canceling flights at their starting points just to keep the planes out because there are not enough people to manage the plane, so the gates stay full. Also, the restaurants are expensive and it's just not a great place to be stuck. Number 10,
Group emoji after that.
Yeah, she's being really, I'm going to take a break after number 10 and come back. Number 10, be nice. Alan. You work for me, Alan.
Well, she's telling the customers to be nice.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
what, when I go into a restaurant, that's the first thing they say is be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As stated above, we are overworked and tired. We will not help you if you are mean. No one cares that you are going to miss your cruise if you are an a-hole. So even if we can help, we'll save our help for someone nice. Tensions are high. Our patience is gone. If you make us mad, you will not be flying on our planes. We will leave you behind without a second thought and laugh about you later. They'll be nice to your face, but this is what's real.
Mm-hmm.
So be nice. Don't be a jerk. All right. So I'm going to come back. I think this is helpful stuff. We've got 10 more. That was the first 10. Are you happy I'm doing this list, Alan?
As I sometimes do on this podcast, I like to, take an opposing position on some of this.
Okay.
These are good tips, but it almost sounds like she's discouraging her customers from flying.
Yeah, it's bad.
She's almost saying, well, just don't. And if you do, then it's going to suck.
Yeah.
And you need to be nice, because if you're not nice to me, I'm not going to be nice to you.
I'm not going to go out of my way to help you.
Yeah. Even though I'm getting paid to do that.
I know, Alan, but when you're being a jerk, do you want...
I'm not being a jerk to anybody at the airlines.
You're being a jerk right now. You sound like a jerk.
No. I'm just, the way she's coming across in this article or whatever this is.
I don't think she's coming across as mean at all. really
it
don't.
sounds a little, I'm up here, you're down here, little traveler.
I do not.
And you need to do this if you need my help.
I do not get that vibe at all. I think what she's saying is people are still used to the way things used to be when you could show up at the airport an hour early, and it's not like that. And then it's starting to get where people are getting really angry and violent, and they've had enough. Yeah. They've had enough. It's not fair to them to get screamed at and yelled at.
Maybe we should all just drive and the airlines can just shut down.
Alan.
Oh, wait, we can't because gas is $6 freaking a gallon.
Why is Alan, why is he being like this?
Because this is starting to annoy me a little bit.
But air travel is annoying, and she's trying to prepare everybody so you don't go in naive. Remember the last time we flew and we showed up 2 hours early and we thought we were going to miss our flight?
Yeah. That was international.
So I think she's being very helpful.
That was international, though.
All right. Listen, if you're running a small business, not like an airline or anything, but hey, big businesses can use this, what I'm about to tell you as well. Every second counts. You can't afford to waste a single moment. So why are you, business owner, taking time out of your day to go to the post office when you could be using stamps.com instead? It's just so much more efficient. Your time is valuable. As they always say, time is money. And that's especially true. You learn that more when you're a small business owner as well. And stamps.com makes mailing and shipping quick, easy, and cost effective. First of all, they've been doing this more than 20 years. Stamps.com has been indisposable for over 1 million businesses. They give you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your own computer. You don't need a lot of fancy equipment, but because they've been in business so long, they've negotiated some huge discounts you can't get anywhere else, like up to 30% off U.S. Postal Service rates. They've gone up to 86% off discounts at UPS. It's crazy. And like I said, no special equipment, just your regular computer and printer, no special anything else. And you'll be running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package going anywhere in the world you want to send it. And if you run your business off Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, any of those, it works seamlessly with them as well. So give stamps.com a try. We've been talking about it for almost 5 years here on A Sandwich and Some Lovin'.
They're one of the OGs.
That's right.
Heck yeah. So stop wasting time and start saving money when you use stamps.com to mail and ship. You can sign up with promo code SANDWICH for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code SANDWICH.
Thank you, Stamps.com. We love you so much.
And Stamps.com.
Stamps.com.
Stamps.com and Stamps.com.
Stamps.com. All right, let's get back to the list.
Pastor Sam?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
I kind of got all.
You kind of did a little. Yeah, you did a Pastor Sam.
All right, let's get back to the list of what you need to know before you fly, because it's bad out there, people.
Your hair looks very nice too, by the way.
Really? I just walked and sweated in it.
Well, you got a cut.
I did get it cut.
It looks very, very nice.
It's got a little bit more spring in it. Thank you.
It's very chestnut.
Thank you, honey. Number 11, being drunk on an airplane is a federal offense. Did you know that? It's a federal offense.
Well,
so do not.
I've committed several federal offenses in my life then.
You know, people are
you kidding?
People getting angry and fighting. Everybody whips out their phones rather than intervene.
Well, there's different levels of drunk.
Exactly. They say, so don't overdo it. If you drink too much at the bar waiting for your delayed flight, you risk not being allowed to fly at all. We are too tired to deal with your drunk ass when we have legitimate issues to deal with.
Maybe that's why people drink in the terminal, is because they have to deal with these asses.
Alan, I really don't know why you're acting like this.
Because she's calling her customers asses.
Because the drunk ones are. She's like, I don't want to deal with your drunk ass. She's not talking about the normal, regular, nice people that know how to act.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Number 12, get trip insurance if you have a lot of money invested. I hate the whole idea of this, but I also hate the idea of losing money. Example, I was working a flight yesterday that waited over an hour for a gate. A family of 8 missed their flight to Rome. It was the only flight of the day. They were going to a cruise, which they would now also miss. They were all crying and there was nothing I could do. Also, back to the reason to fly a day early if you have a critical one flight a day, and if you miss it, you're out of luck. All right.
I think that's a legit good tip.
Oh, you don't want to bitch about that one?
No, I'm not going to bitch about that one. I think trip insurance is a good tip.
Yeah. Number 13, flights are full. If you buy the cheap seats, you will not be able to sit with your family. It says so when you purchase your ticket. Nobody reads the fine print, right? And they'll say, we'll assign your seats at the gate. That's how they do. And then you're not gonna be able to sit together probably. Flight attendants are not there to rearrange the whole plane just so you can sit with your family because you tried to save $100 on a third-party website. I've learned my lesson the hard way with Alan. I've just learned if they don't seat us together, it's fine because he's going to put on his headphones and I'm going to want to talk. And every time I touch him on the leg, he takes off his headphones very dramatically and lets out a sigh and says, "Yes, dear."
I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Every time.
No.
Yes, dear.
No.
Because you don't want to be interrupted. You want to sit there and you want to listen to your music and play your imaginary drums. And I have learned I don't need to even be sitting there with you.
This really sticks in your craw.
I've gotten over it. Honestly.
Have you?
I truly have.
Have you?
It hurt my feelings at first. I'll be honest. It hurt my feelings at first.
Yeah.
But now I've learned we're going to the same place.
Right.
I'll see you when we get there.
Exactly.
So there you go. That he's made me that callous of an airline traveler.
Well, my side of it is I love to sit by Kelly, but if she doesn't care if we sit together, I mean, that's fine with me too.
Now I don't.
That's fine with me too.
Now I don't because you don't want to talk to me.
Well, I'm not a big let me talk for 3 hours on the airplane.
I don't want to talk nonstop, but every once in a while I want to have a little conversation and ask you a question.
About the articles in Sky Magazine?
Some of them are really good. Number 14, speaking of third-party websites and saving money, like I said, flights are full. If a flight is oversold and no one volunteers to give up their seats, who do you think is the first to be bumped? You guessed it, the family who saved a few dollars by using sites like Expedia, Kayak, Hotwire, etc. So she's recommending booking through the airline. Number 15, pack smart. Don't be that guy. Don't hold up boarding because you have your extenders open until they're busting and you can't figure out how to make it fit in the overhead.
Yeah.
Passengers are stressed too, and they can be aggressive when boarding a delayed flight. Number 16, take showers, brush your teeth, leave the perfume.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, I think
yes, dear.
I think the reason a lot of people pack their crap so full.
So they're trying to save money on
is because the airlines charge them $25 a bag, $50 a bag.
We got to learn to pack smarter.
So I'm sorry. I got to carry all my crap on the airplane.
Well, you know what? If you're going somewhere that maybe is like next to a CVS, you can just wait and buy your big toiletries and things there. You know what I mean? And then just learn to pack smarter.
People are already getting jeeped on the airfare. They don't want to get jeeped on another $50 to for the airline to take the luggage that they're already taking.
I know. But listen, if everybody takes up they're taking up too much space overhead, it's going to run out of space for us because we're always in the back. The last group to board.
We are?
We're like always group 5 or 6.
No.
Yeah, we are.
I got status.
You don't have status
anymore. I have status. Priority.
All right. Number 16, take showers, brush your teeth, leave the perfume off. Don't eat stinky food. Caesar salad and tuna fish. I'm talking to you. And bring headphones. Alan's got that covered. Trust me, these things sound basic, but add to stress on crowded planes. If you're stuck on the tarmac for 3 hours after a 4-hour flight, you're going to thank me for this.
This woman sounds like a mother.
She's giving helpful tips.
Take showers. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, because you're going to be crammed.
Don't
on a plane.
Eat stinky food.
Yes. Have you ever been next to somebody eating stinky food on a plane? It ruins it for everybody, Alan. Number 17, bring a sweater if you tend to be cold. I'm so tired of half-naked girls asking me to turn the heat up. No, wear clothes. Side note, if you dress like this and ask for heat, there's a chance we're going to turn the AC up. Number 18, that's not water on the bathroom floor. For the love of God, wear shoes to the bathroom. Number 19, don't tell a flight attendant they look tired. We are, and we know. You may cause us to ugly cry right there in the galley. Al Mack always says that.
My man.
He always says that. He says that he doesn't like that, y'all. Don't come up to Big Al and tell him he looks tired. Or me. We know we look tired. It's not a compliment. But I told him, I said, Al, I think people are just trying to make conversation and they don't know what else to say. And number 20, happy travels. That's it, Alan. That's your whole list.
That's great. That's great stuff.
Why are you so grumpy?
Because
I thought all that was very, very helpful.
Well, some of it is, babe. It comes across as just a little preachy and a soapbox. I mean, okay,
Well,
I'm sorry you don't love your job.
She does love it. She
Working
didn't
for the
say that.
airline sucks. We
She
get
didn't say-
it.
She didn't say that.
Well, she sure doesn't
She
talk
said
like
air-
she loves it.
She said air travel sucks and dealing with
The
irritable,
public, her customer sucks.
the rude customers, honey.
I don't know.
I really don't
It sounds like she has a
understand.
chip on her shoulder.
She does?
I'm speaking for the customers that fly on her airline.
You're
okay?
speaking for all the ones that want to
No.
be demanding and
No.
and
No, because I have never done that one
I don't
time.
think-
I've never spoken rudely to an airline attendant, a ticket agent.
I
I've
haven't
always been
either.
super polite.
I haven't either. And
But,
you know
you
what
know-
that's gotten me? On occasion, that's gotten me booked on a flight quicker, like helping me figure out a different connecting flight. It got me one time bumped up to first class because I was just so polite. I mean, they do go out of the way to help you if you're polite.
Yeah, I agree. But somewhere along the way, I don't know when it happened, where it was, somewhere along the way, the airlines lost sight that the people who are on the airplanes are paying for everybody.
Alan,
They're paying for the airplanes.
Okay.
They're paying for your salary.
I hear you.
They're paying for the pilot.
I hear
They're
you.
paying for everything.
But you don't think passengers and the way they conduct themselves on planes, the way they treat air travel now, you don't think that has had an effect on how the airline employees treat us? They're so tired of it that by the time, if you ask for something to a flight attendant and they snap your head off, I don't think necessarily that has something to do with me. It probably has to do with the 15 people ahead of me that said something similar and just caught her the wrong way. You know, they put up with so much. I have sympathy for them. But now, have I been with a flight attendant who's been unnecessarily rude? Like from the moment we all sat down on the plane and she's barking orders at us. And it's like, look, I don't know what happened on your flight before you got to us, but give us a chance before you start biting our heads off. I've been with those flight attendants as well. But I think a lot of this is just on the public. We don't know how to behave anymore. We don't know how to dress. You've seen, what is that passenger shaming Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I quit following it, but it was really shocking, some of the stuff that was posted on passenger shaming. There was a bunch of animals flying in the air. And of course it affects how the employees feel about their jobs.
Yeah.
Used to be being a flight attendant was the sexiest, most exciting job you could have. You know, when you were back a long time ago.
It's a service. It's
anymore.
a service industry job where you deal with the public,
Right.
like a waiter, a waitress.
But the public could be better behaved.
Absolutely. But, you know, if you went into a restaurant and somebody started telling you the rules of the restaurant and you need to act this way and
But they
dress this way,
They do.
or I'm not going to wait on your table.
They do.
Well, no,
Certain restaurants-
not like this.
Certain restaurants have dress codes and things like that, and you have it posted at the door, and they do.
I know.
And if you
have-
if you got drunk, they would get you out of the restaurant. They do have ways.
And if there's a dress code at a restaurant, there's an understanding that, yes, I have to dress a certain way. To my knowledge, is there some dress code, unwritten dress code for the airlines?
There are some now, because all these TikTok girls are posting pictures of the flight attendant told me I had to cover up because I'm showing too much skin.
So it's TikTok girls that are ruining it.
Well, whoever, you know, they're just the ones that go on TikTok and explain, I just got asked to cover up. This is what I was wearing.
You know, excuse me if I have a problem with this. You're talking to somebody that used to fly a lot for business.
Right.
And I wasn't the problem. I'm just sitting there and I just want to go from point A to point B. I don't want anybody being grumpy at me. I pay, my company paid the ticket. It's a lot of money. I want to be on time. I just want to sit there and not have a fuss about anything. I just want to sit next to other people who are just reading and listening to headphones or whatever. So, that's why I kind of come across a little defensive when I hear stuff like this.
Maybe this isn't for you, Alan.
Yeah,
this is for everybody else but you, honey. Everybody but you needed to hear this because you did not need to hear that list. But some of us did.
Preachy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, she's preachy.
She's very preachy.
Okay. I didn't get that.
Who is
I thought
this
she was
anyway?
being helpful. The lady reposted it that someone else wrote. Priscilla Sanchez is a ticket counter agent.
Okay.
What were you going to do? You going to give her a bad
No,
Yelp review or something?
I'm just curious who it was. Do we know the airline?
No,
Spirit,
I don't know.
world's worst airline.
See, why are you doing that?
Well, it
There are
is.
very
Everybody
nice-
knows that.
But there are very nice people who work for Spirit.
Oh, I'm sure there are, but it's the world's worst airline. Everybody knows that.
Whatever, Alan.
Okay.
I'm sorry I did that. Alan told me not to do it. And you know what he did? He made me regret it. So there you go.
I thought they were just going to be tips for travel.
That was tips for travel. Every one of those was tips for travel. Where did you not hear that?
Those are tips for being a human being. Like dress right, don't eat Caesar salad.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth.
Because it contributes to passenger irritability. When flights are getting canceled and delayed and tensions are high anyway, and you got somebody that whips out their tuna fish sandwich, you don't think it's going to lead to some issues?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought she was trying to be very helpful, but please, God, I promise you, I will never bring up flying tips again.
I'm sorry.
On a sandwich and some Lovin.
I'm sorry. I disagree with something. I didn't know I had to agree with everything.
I didn't think you have to agree with everything, but I didn't know it was going to be so controversial.
Sorry, I disagree. Sorry, I didn't mean
like
to disagree.
Downright
oh,
angry.
I should just fall in line. Shit, I'm not going to eat a Caesar salad. I better brush my teeth before I get on American Airlines.
She didn't say she worked for American Airlines.
Don't want anybody browbeating me.
All right, y'all. Alan needs to open Amy's box or something.
I need a Snickers.
You do need something. This has really been fun so far.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm not mad at you.
Only you can change it.
I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go through Amy's box here.
Please.
Well, we do have a box, but the first thing we have is an envelope.
Okay.
You want to open this envelope?
Sure. It's got a little thing you can tear.
Yeah. Why don't you do that? And while you're doing that, I'm going to dive right in to Amy's thing here. Let's see. What are those?
They're stickers.
Cool.
She got photo stickers that say "Love you desperately," and it's the picture that was on. Well, it's from the photo session we did for Plano Profile magazine for their last issue. Oh, and look,
nice.
They're all mixed. There's one that says "Us." That's when I had my Botox that made my face paralyzed. She did a whole bunch of them of really cute pictures of us and made them into stickers.
How nice
That's
is that?
Very, very. Oh, and then there's some of Larry and Zoe.
Did she have one of just Zoe?
Yes. Why?
Oh, does she really?
Why did you ask?
Oh, because I want that sheet.
All right. Well, I'll take.
Oh, but she has one of just Larry. Okay.
With his devil baby that Zoe destroyed. Larry loved that baby. Larry played with that baby for the longest time and chewed it so delicately. I'd say, go get your baby. And he loved his baby. And Zoe destroyed it. Thank you, Amy. She got these done. If y'all were wondering, she went to Walgreens. She did photo stickers at Walgreens. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Don't come up to my counter if I didn't call you.
Yeah.
And don't put your bag.
Oh, my God.
I can do nothing when somebody tells me. Okay, this is, got into Amy's box here. There's a card. Why don't you do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
What's this? This is a lot harder to do, guys.
Maybe you should have pre-opened it a little.
Yeah, I probably should have pre-opened it, but that's not the listener's fault.
It's a card with a man holding up the back of the car while his wife changes the tire.
Okay.
And it says these little card inserts. Let me read these right now. Love is patient. Love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Above all, love each other deeply. 1 Peter 4:8.
Mm-hmm.
Happy anniversary, Kellie and Alan. Wishing you the happiness and the romantic death of the old couple from The Notebook. Y'all are an inspiration to so many. I don't know after this podcast. And I hope you know how much your hard work is appreciated. Another year, another adventure. With love, the Wilkersons, Amy, Jeff, Aubrey, Ginger, Charlie, Trixie, Dash, Sister, Smokey, Rocky, and Dusty. They have a lot of donkeys.
Asses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
In her box, I found morning wood. So there's a candle, and it's from the Candle Daddy.
The Candle Daddy, Morning Wood, Cedar Wood, Vanilla.
Morning Wood.
There you go. We love candles at Evans Manor. Thank you.
Oh, the life of me. Whatever happens, we're eating it.
Oh, it's an oven mitt.
An oven mitt.
Whatever happens, we're eating it.
That was like Kellie's soy sauce. What was it? Worcestershire marinated
it was bad.
pot roast.
It was really bad. I ate as much as I could. It pickled it.
It did.
That was very sweet. Thank you so
Amy.
much.
It was very
Amy.
nice. Very nice. Changed the whole mood of the podcast.
It certainly did. Certainly did.
You know how many bits I've done on this podcast where you have been so out and disinterested and
but
just not even
angry.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry at you. I just don't like her tone. And that's okay.
Okay.
I don't have to like her tone, right?
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the only one that didn't hear that tone.
I admitted.
Maybe everybody listening agrees with you and not me.
The first thing she says is, when you walk up to my counter,
well, yeah,
don't put your bag on my scale until I say so.
Well, because I see what she's saying.
That's not a tip.
It is. She's venting, Alan. She probably has so much stuff she's venting.
I understand. Well, I'm venting too.
All right. Why don't you talk
about
How
come she can vent, but I can't vent?
Because I feel like you're yelling at me.
Oh, I'm not yelling at you.
That's what it feels.
I'm not. I love you. I'm not yelling at you. I was just taking an opposing viewpoint. Okay. Okay. So we got these two really nice pieces of Ranger sportswear. I don't know what else to call them. We have a Rangers t-shirt and a Rangers jersey. Yeah, very nice. They came with a letter, and it's a handwritten.
You don't get a lot of those anymore.
The very, very best kind, written on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And it says, this is from Talbot. Hello, Alan and Kellie.
He did write Alan in very bold font.
Love the podcast. Been listening for years. I am a #1 customer for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Talbot. I'm not going to tell you how to do your stuff. My mom, Bonnie, is a top customer too. I'm not going to tell her to brush her teeth or don't eat Caesar salad. Just wanted to send the boys some Ranger swag. I have an eBay store and had these sitting around. I am a huge Braves fan, so I really didn't need them. Keep being you and don't change. Love y'all, Talbot.
Thank you, Talbot.
Thank you, Talbot.
Sweet.
It's very, very nice. Love you desperately. Appreciate you. I appreciate all of my fans and listeners and customers. And Kellie does too.
You want to thank your fans?
Don't you appreciate your customers?
I appreciate all of our listeners. They're like our family.
They are. They are.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a family, you don't tell them to not eat Caesar salad. If they want Caesar salad, give them Caesar salad.
Okay, Alan. I pray to God that on the next flight, which I am not going to be sitting next to you, by the way.
Why?
Because who cares where they see us? But I'm going to pray that whoever sits next to you packed their own lunch to save money.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that it is every ethnic thing.
Wait, whoa. Ethnic?
Yes.
What does that mean?
With all the spices and herbs and the funky seasonings that you can't pronounce. And I hope they sit right next to you and open that tin foil and just take their elbows or jabbing you in the ribs as they're having at it. Because it's their right as the customer, right?
So you're praying to God to wish me misfortune.
To sit next to somebody that shares the same values as you, that you should be allowed to eat whatever you want.
Okay. Well, that's one way to phrase it, I guess.
And I pray to God that I sit next to someone who wants to talk and know about my life and, where we're heading and some of our favorite vacations and things like that.
But see, if you were sitting next to me, I'd already know that. I'd know where we're heading. I know what our favorite vacations are.
And who wants to help me solve the crossword puzzle in the back of the book when I can't think of the word. Who maybe will chat, they'll get the magazine and we'll have a Sudoku race.
I don't
see if you can do the Sudoku puzzle faster than me, and we'll have a race and we'll be friends by the time we get off the plane. That's what I pray to God for.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I think God will hear that first one and say, I don't think that I should wish misfortune
We'll see who God loves better.
On young Walter A. Evans.
We'll see.
All right, babe. You got anything else?
No.
Nothing else?
That's all I brought.
Any more airline tips?
No, I brought a bunch. I thought they were good, but
okay. All right. Well,
But happy anniversary. This is the podcast before our anniversary.
Well, one thing this should teach you, good, strong, dear, sweet, clean listener, is that, you don't have to agree on everything. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's going to be all right. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean you have to like it too, or don't like it, or whatever. We don't have to like the same things. That's all right. That's okay. That's it.
All right. That was words to live by.
Those
right
are words
there.
to live by. And you should remember those too.
What?
What I just said.
What'd you say? I wasn't paying attention.
Go ahead, you sign off. Go ahead.
No, that's your bit.
No,
babe.
go ahead. Because I've stopped paying attention.
Oh, honey, I was a joke.
Oh, okay. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love the listeners desperately.
Love y'all.
I love airline travel so much. I wish I could do it every freaking day. And I'm sure we will podcast again real soon.
Well, it'll be about a week, y'all.
And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich. Bye.
Man, Alan.
Well, don't be bringing that preachy crap on here.
It wasn't preachy crap. I thought it was helpful.
You fly with me, you need to do this. You need to do that. Don't eat this. Don't eat that. Don't put your bag on the scale. It's like, what the
See
hell?
what they say.
What the hell are you?
Read what they say.
It's like, what the hell are you telling me that for?
See if I'm completely
It's
off
like I'm a
base.
total Dumas. Like I don't know what to do when I fly.
But a lot of people don't. That's why they have to do this stuff.
I guess. I don't know. I just say use a little freaking common sense.
You assume everybody has common sense.
Thank you, Sin.
What, Sin agrees with you?
Yes. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael. I did, Krista. I did dump all over that. She deserved to be dumped on. That was preachy, very preachy. Yes, just be nice. Why can't they just be nice? I'll be nice. They be nice. Everybody be nice. All I want to do is go from here to there. I don't want anybody telling me like what I can eat, what I can't eat, what I can wear, what I can't wear. I know what to wear. I'll wear pants. I'll wear a shirt. I'll wear shoes. I may wear a hat. Yeah, can't we just all get along? Exactly. No, Krista, no, I'm not going to try doing their job. See? And they don't have to do their job either. If they don't like the job, there are other jobs they can do, And if I don't like flying, I can drive. That's the beauty of all this. I don't have to adhere to their rules. They don't have to deal with me. I don't want to do their job. I've never had any interest in working for the airlines. A sandwich and some ranting Evans, a sandwich and some Alan, can't listen to that guy anymore. On there screaming about airline travel. He's horrible. Be ashamed of the way he talked about that Facebook article. Thank you, Charles.
I already canceled out what I needed. I need to open it again.
Sorry, babe.
That's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal.
Get it, babe. Crush that candy.
Not crushing candy.
Kellie's been crushing candy.
Not crushing candy.
Reinstalled it.
I don't play Candy Crush. I made a vow to God.
Oh, what were you playing the other day?
Gardenscape.
What's Gardenscapes?
It's a color matching game.
Get it, babe. Match those colors. You know what? You know what, Kara? Very interesting what her shirt says. I want to be my own boss. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. How about that? How about that?
This was given to me because this is the woman who started Nebraska Furniture Mart. It was a free T-shirt given to me, and I wore it as I went walking tonight.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, are we going for a walk?
I personally think this is a little harsh, and that's why I wear it to walk and not out in public, because I think the sentiment is when you come at somebody like that,
right?
It's kind of a little off.
Right. When someone says, "Don't put your bags on my counter."
All right.
Yeah.
Talk to them about
it is
that.
very off-putting.
I'm done talking.
You've proven my point. Yes, Madeline, that is correct. That is correct. I'm not harsh. You think this is harsh? You didn't see me when I'm really harsh. No, this isn't harsh. This is me being annoyed by somebody on Facebook.
Are you annoyed by me?
See, here is where the issue is. You think I'm annoyed at you.
It feels like
I'm not
it.
annoyed at you.
It feels
I'm annoyed
like
at that Facebook article.
Well,
that was
feels
extremely annoying.
I thought it was helpful, but I don't need to repeat that 15 times. All right, I'm going to go get the dogs.
Okay, are we going to go for a walk?
If you want to, I've already walked 4 miles.
Well, I haven't, and I need to walk the dogs. So. All right, Julie's overalls.
Do you want me to walk with you?
Yeah.
I'm going to go put on my walking shoes again.
Okay, love you.
I love you.
Don't be defeated.
I'm just a little.
Babe, I don't have to like every Facebook article I see. I don't have to like it.
I'm surprised by your reaction.
It's okay. It'll be all right. Thank you, Julie. Everything's fine. Love you guys. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you, Pamela. Oh, gosh, yeah, we're not going to see you guys for a while. We're not going to see you. Well, we're not going to podcast next week. So, yeah, maybe I'll just check in with you and see what's going on. Yeah, where's Dr. You can't be on a flat rock and poop on a flat rock. See you, Mike. Yeah, I guess Monday, yeah, the 11th. We got a week off, which means you have a week off. Yogurt. Everybody yogurt. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Madeline. Appreciate you. Thank you, Krista. Well, that's okay, Michael. That's what Cole does. Cole plays a lot of Fortnite. Yeah. Thank you, Palm Bombable. Hello, Evangelina. Have you been here the whole time, Evangelina? Did you come in the room late? Thank you, Julie. While Kelly's gone, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be with the dog, so I can't do something like for days, but I was thinking about maybe riding the bike up to Choctaw or something. I'm not sure. I'll probably just stick around the house and just do a bunch of I do a podcast with the dogs. Yeah. But I want to ride the bike, Sin, so I can't bring the dogs. I'll figure something out. I don't know what Dr. Phil says, though. I try to do it like Kellie, Dr. Phil. Kind of sounds like Hank Hill. Kind of sounds like Hank Hill. Kind of sounds like Bill Clinton a little bit. Dr. Phil, you can't poop on a flat rock and call it a frog or something. I don't know what she says. Hector Wasabi. Kellie. You can't fart on a flat rock and expect to make grease. How you like that one, babe? You can't fart on a flat rock and expect to make grease. Does that sound like Hank Hill or does that sound like Dr. Phil?
Well, I know you're doing Dr. Phil, so I'll say Dr. Phil.
Kind of sounds like Bill Clinton a little bit. You can't fart on a flat rock. I'd like to do something with you on that flat rock, though, you young chickadee.
You ready?
Oh, okay, guys. Love you guys. We will see you later. Yogurt.